Coffee. Of course, I should enjoy it now because it's going to be room temperature in like 5 minutes. Anyway, hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to it. It's the Plan B Morning Show. We're going to go live here in just a minute. I mean, on the radio. We're live now, clearly. Anyway, I'm just looking for one more thing to talk about. Not a ton going on. Kind of quiet. Anyway. Hey, good morning. Welcome to it. It's the Plan B Morning Show, 7:09. It's Brock. It's me. Little old Brock. Don't forget, we are streaming. Find us on all your favorite platforms. I'll be hanging out 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. Have a little fun. Like I said, things are different, clearly. If you've been a fan of the show, you've noticed things are different. And, hey, we're going to get through this together, okay? Everything that we got going on, all right? But I appreciate your patience as I figure out the next step here on the Plan B Morning Show. But it's been nice being able to do this, get on the stream, still see everyone. So make sure you join me for a little bit. Like I said, I'll be on there for the next 15 or minutes. So weird. I got this pencil, and it's easy for me. I feel like David Letterman, and I get why he always had. If you ever watch David Letterman, a lot of I think talk show hosts, Conan would have a pen or kind of a thing to go to. You do this, you do a little, you put it behind your ear like that. It's something to do. Not even sharp. I don't even have the pencil sharpened. Like it's useless. Other than what's weird. Sorry, I sidetracked myself. This pencil I have in the studio, right? That is not sharp. Right. It's just still the factory setting end on this, right? Still just a normal pencil. No eraser. The eraser's gone. So I don't know if it's just fallen off over time or just by, like fidgeting with it. But yeah, isn't that weird? No, not a sharpened pencil. Never been sharpened once. Never been used as a writing utensil. No eraser. No eraser on this thing. It's probably just fallen off from me doing this. All right, that's enough. Jesus, what is going on? I've lost my mind. Anyway, so as I fidget here in the studio, don't forget you can join me. We still got a lot of good stuff coming up, so hang out. We got sports. We got topic of the day. So, yeah, let's keep her moving, though, right now. It's time for your morning dump. I'm actually going to use my pencil to hit the button. Hey. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump That Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777 or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah! Yeah! Pump it. You like that? I took a sip in the middle of it. I thought that was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Pumpthatseptic.com. Super mac and cheese. Kraft really doesn't need to do anything to make it easier for parents to get their kids to eat their mac and cheese. But just in case there's a kid somewhere out there not interested in enjoying that coagulated cheese and noodle goodness, the popular dinner in a box is now available with Super Mario shaped pasta. Rip, dip, dip, ba-dip, 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 ba-dip. Kraft has teamed up with Nintendo to create a Kraft mac and cheese Super Mario shapes. The iconic cheesy dinner features pasta in the shape of Fire Flower, Superstar, and Super Mushroom. All of the elements in the game that gave power to Mario and Luigi. It's great. It's always fun. I think growing up, I've seen multiple incarnations of Kraft mac and cheese. Right? There's all sorts of shapes. What was the real? You had what was it? I think maybe it was the Ninja Turtle one. That was probably it. The Ninja Turtle mac and cheese, if I'm not mistaken. And look, this story isn't that interesting, but here's what I want to bring up. And for any of the parents out there, maybe you can relate to this. And even myself, when I was a kid, like I understand, or I don't understand, but why is it that children will only eat the food if it's a fun shape? Now, hear me out here, all right? Mac and cheese is delicious. We'll use mac and cheese as the example on this, and there's plenty more, but mac and cheese is delicious. For me as a father, I know that if my daughter's not going to eat anything, if I suggest mac and cheese, if she's saying no to the PB&J, no to the chicken nuggets, no to the fish sticks, no to the whatever, if I say, what about mac and cheese? She'll go, okay. Like, it's that good. Mac and cheese is fantastic. It's been a staple for children for as long as it's been around. But for some reason, you turn that mac and cheese, you make it into shapes, it's even more desirable. Like, this is good because my daughter loves Super Mario Bros. She loves the movie, Princess Peach, all that good stuff. And if I said, hey, how about some mac and cheese? And she goes, no. I say, what about some Super Mario Bros. Mac and cheese? She'll lose her effing mind. Same thing with like chicken nuggets. All right. Chicken nuggets simply are not good enough. However, you press that coagulated chicken meat into a dinosaur shape, it's culinary brilliance. All right. You turn that chicken nugget, that pink goo, into a T-Rex or a Stegosaurus, and children lose their minds. It's so much better. I think with anything, you put shapes into it. You may like fish sticks. All right, just the standard fish stick is not good enough. But you make that fish stick into I don't know, a shark or a star or anything. Forget about it. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just a weird tick that we as children have. I was the same way. You know, I wanted everything to have shapes. It tasted better for some reason. And I don't know, maybe we should do a study on that. Yeah, let's use government dollars to study this, all right? Does it taste better when it's in a shape? Does your chicken nugget taste better as a Dino Nugget? Does mac and cheese taste better if it's got shapes? I would be interesting to it would be interesting to see. It would be interesting to see if maybe it's just like it's a subliminal, it's in your subconscious that it tastes better, even though it's the exact same. I don't know. But like I said, we don't have chicken nuggets in my house. We have Dino Nuggets in my house, and there's a reason for that. Because regular chicken nugget, nope, not gonna fly. Effing Dino Nuggets, though, man. That's what I'm talking about. That'll do it. Anyway, so there you go. Super mac and cheese on the way. Japan is celebrating the end of the floppy disk. I thought this was an interesting story. It's taken until 2024, but Japan has finally said goodbye to the floppy disk. Until last month, people were still asked to submit documents to the government using the outdated storage devices. Of course, it was because of the government. Just like I have to send a check in once a year for my taxes. Anyway, with more than 1,000 regulations requiring their use with the floppy disk in the government. But now, finally, Japan has taken the plunge, joining us here in the 21st century, and will scrap the old rules and stop requiring government officials to use floppy disks. Next up, possibly the fax machine. This is surprising because Japan, China, the larger Asian countries are usually ahead of the game, far ahead of the game on the technological side of things. It usually starts over there, and then we get it over here in the States or the rest of the world after the fact. So it's crazy to me that they were still using floppy disks, especially at the government level. Now, the only thing I could think was, okay, everything is still set up that way, so I get it. And also, too, maybe it's impossible to hack on a floppy disk. Maybe that's the safest way to keep government secrets under lock and key is by putting it on an effing floppy disk. When's the last, think about this right now. And because for me, I'm trying to think, when's the last time you held a floppy disk in your hand? When's the last time you slid a floppy disk into a computer, into a desktop computer? Mind you, I'm not joking. For me, probably 20 years. 20 years since I've probably, and it might even be a little bit more, 22 years, because I'm pretty sure we still had them when I was in high. I graduated in 04, and there was still some residual floppy disk use in there, maybe for an old program or something like that. But even that's a stretch. So it's been multiple decades since I have held a floppy disk in my hand, and I took the little. I'd always, which you should. They were always like, "Don't do that, don't do that." Take that little slidey part, you just move it back and forth. Don't do that. You'll ruin the disc. You'll ruin the disc. But I'm not kidding, man. It's been decades since I've had a floppy disk, and they're in Japan. They're like, well, we got a lot of information on these floppy disks. I mean, hell, I got flash drives. Look at this. This flash drive alone. What is this one? This one is 128 gigabytes on this little flash drive that I'm holding in my hand. If you're on the streaming, right there, 128 gigabytes. This is full to the brim and probably could hold 1,000,000 times the storage of a floppy disk. Crazy, man. Anyway. And for all the Utes, the Gen Zers listening out there, I don't even know how to describe a floppy disk. That's like trying to describe a VHS tape to you. I would love to see a Gen Zer, not to be that old back in my day, we used to, but it much like the rotary phone or I don't know, a map. I don't think a Gen Zer could figure out how to put the floppy disk in. I don't think they could. And to be honest, I don't know if I remember 100%. 100%. If I'd probably put it in, much like I do with my flash drive. I always put it in the wrong. God damn it. The USB is always wrong the first time. It's always wrong the first time. Well, yeah, man. Crazy. All right, Japan. Well, welcome to it. Welcome to it. Let's do one more here. Like I said, I was looking for something to talk about. Hey, this is definitely pertinent for this time of year. The top infestation we're dealing with this summer, obviously bugs effing everywhere. Cockroaches are near the top of the list, which I don't know the last time I saw a cockroach. And maybe because I don't live in the city, but the cockroaches are the number one pest infestation problem we're dealing with. Spiders are second, followed by wasps, termites, ants, fleas, ticks, bed bugs, mice, and then mosquitoes. So here, looking at this, cockroaches, DC, Georgia, Oklahoma, California, Florida. Well, no, I guess I was just thinking more big cities. Like that, right? That's a big city thing. I don't know. I'll be honest. I can't remember the last time I saw a cockroach either. You know? Anyway, mosquitoes, though. Jesus. That's, for us up north here, mosquitoes got to be the number one, right? For sure. For sure. I hate those damn things. I got a couple bites on the back of my ankle. We had a friend over yesterday, and we were just chatting in the backyard. And yeah, I got bites all over the calf and ankle, for God's sakes. I hate effing mosquitoes. But anyway, well, hey, this summer, I guess, watch out for cockroaches and all those other things getting out there. I do appreciate the cockroach spray. If you've ever had to use that, it's that giant can that shoots just almost an unnecessarily aggressive spray. Same thing like a wasp can, because you don't want to get close to the wasp nest. Actually, I remember reading somewhere where if you I don't know, if you're not a fan of guns or you don't want one in the house or something like that, good self-defense for like the side of the bed, if there's an intruder, buy a wasp pest control, like wasp spray, because it can shoot like 25 feet. And obviously you spray someone in the eyes with wasp spray, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna sting. Seriously, if you want some home protection on the bedside, a big old bottle of wasp spray, and apparently that works. That works. Try it out. I don't know, ladies. I don't know if you can attach it to your your keychain. You know, if you're walking in a bad part of town, that might or maybe to keep people away. They see a giant can of wasp spray hanging off your purse. Probably not going to get mugged. I'm just saying. Anyway. All right. That's your morning dump. We'll be back. All right. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Scott. Eric, pretty sure you had your floppy disk in your hands every day. You're a real son of a bitch, Eric. You know that? You're a real son of a bee. Hold on. Ashley said, I have something for those bug bites. Remind me tomorrow when you're at the green door. Okay. I will. See, the old thing, I do remember this. What is it? Lidocaine? Is that one? They're not terribly itchy, but lidocaine, and then if you heat up a spoon, that breaks down the enzymes. There's certain things, but I bet you at the green. Oh, you probably got like a nice like a salve, which is a weird word, by the way. Salve, salve, right? It's a salve. You probably have one of those. That makes sense. Is it going to get me high? Don't eat it. Supposed to put it on. It's topical. Anyway. All right, everyone. Hey, thanks again for joining me. I appreciate it. It's nice having some company in the morning. And that was kind of a sad statement I just made there. I'm so lonely. Anyway, I appreciate it. I will see you back here tomorrow for more. So have a great rest of your day. Take care.